We're reading Rebbe Nachman's wisdom, we're on his praises. 21. The Rebbe fought another great battle to subdue his enjoyment for food. At first, he made no effort at all to control his appetite. When he began to work on it, he found the task most difficult. The subjugation of his sense of taste appeared to be so formidable that it seemed he could overcome every desire but this. No matter how much he tried to separate himself from worldly pleasures, it seemed that his appetite for food would remain. The power of this desire was so strong that it appeared impossible to control. But the Rebbe stood fast and overcame this instinct, to destroying his appetite for food completely. His great holiness, when it came to eating, was obvious and well known. It seemed as if he had ate nothing at all. He actually reached a point where he had to compel himself to eat anything. He had to force himself with all his strength in order to partake of the barest minimum required to sustain life. The Rebbe said that when he first began, he would force himself to eat less than usual. When he became accustomed to this amount, he would again compel himself to eat less. When he realized that he was still striving enjoyment from this reduced amount, he would subdue his appetite and eat less still. Again he felt some pleasure, so he made his portions even smaller. He continued doing this until he had reduced the amount he ate to an absolute minimum. It is impossible to imagine how he even lived on such a small amount. The Rebbe realized that even this very small amount that he was eating gave him some pleasure. He girded himself and subdued even this small enjoyment. He continued in this manner until he literally did not derive any pleasure at all from eating. When he abandoned this desire, he reached a state of ultimate holiness, no longer deriving any pleasure whatsoever from the physical world. At first, when the Rebbe separated himself from the pleasure of taste, he found it almost impossible to eat at all. But from his words, it appears that later on he was able to eat with absolute holiness. He no longer derived any pleasure, no matter how much he ate. But in the beginning, he accustomed himself to eat very little, and even eating this much was an arduous task. The Rebbe told us that he first began to eat again when he was at sea during his pilgrimage to the Holy Land. He saw that he could not sustain his life otherwise, so he forced himself to eat a little bit. From then on, he would eat a small amount of food, but until that time, he did not eat even that much. And although the amount he ate during his sea voyage was still very little, he ate previously much less. The Rebbe's pilgrimage to the land of Israel is a story of its own. He suffered bitterly, both coming and going. It took much effort and risk, overcoming many frustrations, before he was worthy of setting foot in the Holy Land. This will be recounted in the next section, but only to a small extent. We will tell a little bit of the story, but to describe it all is impossible. 22. The Rebbe displayed outstanding saintlessness in overcoming his bad traits.